Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them and taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push in the word of truth and the sincerity of the hopeful like tabernacle of David. I'm the brother slash elder, Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. This is World War III Daily Update. And real quick on this potential Trojan horse. What is a Trojan horse? Well, it deals with war, does it not? Jeremiah 10. And 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Salaka, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed. Let's look at that. Are dismayed at them. Okay? Let's take a little closer look. Okay? The nations, or be terrified, though the nations are terrified by them. So these people are terrified. You understand? Even though the other nations are terrified by them. Dismayed, terrified, though the nations themselves are terrified by them. Okay, we're not to be frightened by what we see. That's for them to be frightened. Okay, we know, although the pagans, right, the nations, the Gentiles, do not be in awe of signs that occur in the sky, even though the nations hold them in awe. Yeah, that's normal to us. All right? So they're scared, frightened. See that? Affrighted, terrified. What do we got? Dread. Oh, wait. Gentiles fear, which the Gentiles, there's that word Gentiles, dismayed, fear, dismayed, in awe. Okay, so this is what they're seeing. What are they seeing? Anonymous official 1 hour ago, 3I. I is the sixth letter, three sixes. 666 Atlas. This is a psyop. Take it.
Scientists are baffled. 3I Atlas, that interstellar comet that's going through our solar system right now, appears to have reversed its thrust as it...
They're dismayed. They're in awe. Look at the look on his face. Okay. What is this? Is it aliens? They're dismayed.
Scientists are baffled. 3I Atlas, that interstellar comet that's going through our solar system right now, appears to have reversed its thrust as it neared the sun. A comet from another star system slowing down? That shouldn't be possible. You know, guys, this has got to be some kind of a psyop, right? Now, Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has been warning us about this for months now and said we should all take vacations before October 29th, which is today, so we're past the point of no return now. Most scientists, of course, call this just a comet, and it probably is, but Loeb says there is something like a 40 to 60% chance that it's something else.
A Trojan horse.
Like an alien scout ship. Now, today also marks perihelion, which is its closest approach to the sun. And since October 21st, 3I Atlas has been perfectly hidden behind the sun, invisible to every telescope on Earth, which is super convenient. So if it is an alien ship, it would be the perfect time for it to perform something that we call an Oberth maneuver, or a gravity assist to slingshot it around the sun to change course, gain speed, sight unseen. But here's where it gets weirder. Just before the government shutdown, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the MRO, apparently captured an image of 3I Atlas as it passed by Mars. And Avi Loeb says that he asked to see this image, being a scientist and all, but NASA ignored him. No response, no release, total silence. And then the shutdown hit. So we've got no new official data or updates, which is super convenient and also super sus. But there was this recently released image that allegedly shows 3I Atlas.
Looking like the Death Star. Why would they make the Death Star looking like that? Because to them, that is the Death Star. To whoever made that movie, right? That image right there represents their doom, their demise. Hear that, Esau? Tried to make that a bad thing. That's the angels' fault.
I've seen some people say this is a hoax, a fake. It's just a photoshopped image of a hex bolt. But it also reminds
me of the Dropa stones. Look up the Dropa stone. Dropa. Dropa. And you're going to see that with that little bit taking it right there in the circle. That does look like that thing of the Death Star, though.
Of the objects that were seen on the infamous STS footage from the space shuttle missions in the 90s from the Tether incident. Kind of similar looking, if you ask me. And now what's even more interesting is that the UN-backed International Asteroid Warning Network, the IAWN, has quietly placed 3I Atlas under continuous surveillance through January 2026, even though it's not going to come anywhere close to hitting us. Basically, they're calling it a monitoring exercise, but many think that it looks more like a global defense drill, or maybe this is all just a cover story. Because maybe it's not just a comet. Maybe
you're scared, in awe,
is a psyop, or a test for something bigger.
Well, scientists are keeping a close eye on a massive object flying straight toward our sun. The Manhattan-sized object is called 3I Atlas, and during observation, scientists have been seeing it change color and even grow a cometary tail. Their findings have led to some belief that this object may actually be made by another life.
It's grown a tail, all right. The tail you're spinning.
With a third trumpet, the waters, it said, are turned bitter, the fresh waters. It says that many people died from the waters that had become bitter. It's like the first trumpet, but its effect is upon not the seas, but it's upon the fresh water.
Sorry.
I
can't do some of that shit. Gotta break it down correctly.
Was it the asteroid that was coming our way?
Yes.
And so it was the asteroid that was coming our way, and there was a really fascinating mission, and
Slammed into it.
And I believe it was led by NASA at the time.
Yes.
It wasn't too long ago, and it was. I mean, it was like way to go. I mean, it was like perfect. NASA led the mission, and they ended up shooting something at the asteroid that was coming towards Earth. It worked. It was a successful mission. So is that maybe potentially possible? I don't know, but you said that whatever this is, the 3I Atlas, is absolutely huge and it is extremely fast right now. So could that maybe potentially be a possibility? I don't know.
NASA's acting administrator Sean Duffy has replied to Kim Kardashian's inquiry about 3I Atlas, right? Kim says, wait, what's the tea about 3I Atlas?
And who is Avi Loeb? Where does he come from? Well, he's a small hat that comes from the WEF. So, I mean, what do you say about that? Well, I say this quickly. Never trust your enemy. Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. These fools are shook. Okay? And they really don't know what to believe at this point. Right? But they're fascinated for sure. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked for. So, I mean, they're in for a rude awakening because, I mean, this is God and the angels you're dealing with, and clearly you're not afraid of a damn thing. That's the way that the Most High created you. So just keep walking into the trap that's set for you. Really quick, let's get Trojan horse real quick. Level. Let's get Trojan horse. Yeah. I mean, it has to do with warfare. It's a strategy. Trojan, what? Horse. Okay. So they got in, the army got into the horse. All right. Where we at? Used to sneak soldiers into the city of Troy. Let's look at it real quick. In Greek mythology, the Trojan horse was a wooden horse said to have been used by the Greeks during the Trojan War to enter the city of Troy and win the war. The Trojan horse, see, what are we talking about? Win what? The war. What is the Trojan horse about? About war. The Trojan horse was a wooden horse said to have been used by the Greeks during what? The Trojan War. See? Like a Trojan, right? We're kicking it like Trojans, right? Well, there was a war, right? And the Trojan horse, right, was part of the war, right? It's about a war strategy. Okay. Metaphorically, a Trojan horse has come to mean any trick or stratagem. What I said is a war what? Strategy. Stratagem has come to mean any trick or stratagem that causes a target to invite a foe into a securely protected bastion or place. A malicious computer program that tricks users into willingly running it is also called a Trojan horse, or simply kicking it like a Trojan. Okay, so it's about war. What kind of war? The last war. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe, Second World War, has passed. Behold, the third woe is coming shortly. World War III is here, man. We've been saying this for a while. You don't see it, you're an ostrich. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and your sisters, shalom.